Okay, hello class. Um, Hello class. My name is Isabel Ulloa, and I'm going to be presenting about why I think social media has been negatively impacting our environment. So what's the first thing you do when you wake up? Do you stay in bed? Do you drink coffee and relax? Get up and go? Well, personally, I stay in bed, and first thing I do is start to scroll. So because of this, I've been exposed to tons of advertising. So the US spent $40 billion on advertising on social media in 2020, according to Statista.com. And personally, I get a lot of ads for fashion and mostly fast fashion because everything is trending super fast and revolving. So for those of you who don't know what fast fashion is, it's an approach to the design, creation, and marketing of clothing fashions that emphasize making fashion trends quick and cheaply available to customers. So it's it's a way to it's a way for fashion to keep evolving really fast, and especially in the social media world that we live in, everything evolves really fast. And 88% of all clothing is made with some virgin plastic, and 60% is made entirely of virgin plastic. So virgin plastics are made out of polyester, nylon, acrylic, and other synthetic fibers. So virgin plastic is made using crude oil, which we mine and then send to refineries. So once the crude oil arrives at a refinery, it goes through heating and distillation. Here you can see it going through the distillation process. And the crude oil is separated by weight, size, and boiling point. So here we see we have petroleum, gasoline, naphtha, paraffin, diesel, fuel oil, lubricating oil, butadiene. To make synthetic fibers, we will need ethane, which comes from naphtha. Naphtha goes through an exothermic reaction at about 800 degrees Celsius and creates and and this creates fuel combustion. Then it goes through quench, which breaks down into hydrocarbons, and it's compressed and refined, and then we get ethene and other compounds. So here you see the process of it going through that. Ethene must go through polymerization, creating polyethylene, which can be broken down into small pellets and sold to make plastic bottles and synthetic fibers. So here we see this is peat. Peat is what is used to create plastic bottles, like the number one on your plastic bottles, which is also what can be used to create synthetic fibers. So now that we know how synthetic fibers are made, 86% of all clothes end up in landfill. The life cycle of clothes is short, especially now that fashion is creating trends that we can't keep up with. And our greatest resource for changing this would be to educate people on what happens with your clothes, how it's made, and learning to shop responsibly through um, companies that don't use virgin plastic. Or if that's not affordable for people, it's looking into the better option as far as pieces that can withstand the test of time or aren't just going to be trendy for 2 seconds before they change and end up in the landfill. Another thing would be to limit the ads that are being sent through our screens. And most importantly, as consumers, we just must be mindful of how we spend our money. Um, yeah, so those would be the solutions to this problem. And yeah, and then I have my bibliography in my write-up. That was it.